to bite into other fish and then suck their blood. Actually, if you look at the picture of that too, what a cutie. Try the.
Absolutely not. I wouldn't be able to eat that. What's up, guys? It's Dwayne back again for another video, back in for the reaction, and today is a great, wonderful, beautiful, amazing, delicious day. And you know why? I'll tell you why. Because it's a Finland day. 48 hours in Finland. Without further ado, let's get into this reaction. Let's go.
Everyone, welcome to Stefani's, and in this video we are in Helsinki, Finland.
Helsinki.
We have quite a program for you. First of all, we're gonna go into the countryside. We're gonna pick a whole bunch of vegetables, find some crawfish, and then eat a traditional Finnish crawfish meal. After that, we're gonna explore a little bit more, eat some epic pizza, and then we're gonna finish off by eating some super traditional Finnish food at probably one of the most iconic restaurants in all of Helsinki. And of course, stick around.
The food looks incredible. I need to try all of it. And he's going to the countryside. I haven't actually seen the countryside yet, so this is gonna be fun.
Around to the end, because I'm gonna have a little bonus footage for you of me eating some pretty funky stuff.
It's an acquired taste.
Anyways, let's not waste any more time. Let's go try some Finnish food.
Some type of mill.
Yeah, potatoes, onions, sausages. It usually comes with a fried egg.
We are here for breakfast in a town called Vilnius, where they used to produce iron, and I think this town is from the 1600s, if I'm not mistaken. And we're actually in Vilnius Bruk here. This is pretty much means the manor of this town. And what's really cool is they have kind of like a salad bar, and then once you're done your salad, then they bring you a main course. And the main course is pretty cool. I think it's mostly like a Scandinavian dish. But yeah, before just kind of little composed salad here. So we have some cool little items, some chickpeas, some beans. Fairly simple, but good way to start the morning. Oh yeah, normally not a big fan of bean salad. That one's pretty good. Got some potatoes in there.
So this is a salad, this is not actual dish.
Simple, fresh, and then kind of a nice palate cleanser for what's about to come. Okay, main dish here, and this is really kind of like a hangover food, and it's apparently a very Scandinavian hangover food. It's called pyttipanna. Just very simply, just almost like a hash. What's interesting too, which I just noticed, is the pickle. So there's a pickle in there, and then as soon as you kind of take everything off, you notice all the beef, all the chorizo, and of course the...
That looks good. I would definitely have that. All the components of that: fried egg, potatoes, beef. Is that pork or chicken?
Egg on there.
It's good. Chorizo.
Very simple. Nice crispy potato. Egg is nice. A bit of meatiness from the beef. That pickle is a really nice touch in there. This dish is actually normally something you kind of use your leftovers with. So normally you have just, old potatoes, some meat that you have in the fridge, and then you just kind of crack an egg on top.
That bubble and squeak.
And then that's normally what the dish is. So very, very simple, kind of meaty, stick to your ribs, and should wake you up, which kind of works out because we drank quite a bit of wine yesterday night.
So is pyttipanna, maybe that's how you say it, is that a traditional breakfast in Finland? Or would you have something else for breakfast? Let me know in the comment section, because sometimes when you go to these hotels, they try to make things a bit fancy, and that's not exactly traditional. So let me know if that's a traditional breakfast. Oh, I can smell the air from here. I just know it's fresh. It's beautiful.
All the OGs are washed, so we had to take charge and grow up. Back then they were never showing love. Search them up, they ain't showing up. I could never cope with tucks, car low-key, they never wanna know what's up. Just rolling funds, O's and snubs. Couldn't care less about hope and love. Ain't no one ever put me on. Cop the work, chop the work, no guidance. Who inspired us? Bunch of rappers and violent nihilists. From young we protected our pride like a lioness. With our naive piousness, dropped a few out, brought a few in, and formed
What
the
you just
family.
saw was actually a kind of crawfish processing center. Now it is pretty restrictive, so we couldn't really film where it is. So kind of like a hyper secret crawfish location slash also a game location where they take game meat like deer, boar, ducks, and they process it there. It was kind of cool to see the crawfish in the tanks. Apparently they come from about 200 kilometers north of here. They are mostly available when the water is not frozen, so probably about July to September you can get the crawfish, and apparently they're a very, very premium delicacy here in Finland. So we're very lucky to have scored a giant bucket. We're gonna pick up some veggies right now.
Is he gonna cook? All fresh ingredients.
Okay, after all of that hard work of gathering, we are finally ready to eat. Unfortunately, the weather wasn't really cooperating, so we're doing this inside. So this is normally kind of like a bigger party kind of event. So you get a whole bunch of crawfish, you have them at room temperature, you have a whole bunch of booze.
I don't think I've ever had a crawfish before.
As you can see, I have wine, schnapps, beer, and another beer. It's gonna be a good night by myself. Party. Just two of us. Normally there are way more people doing this, but we're doing this a little bit low key, and here we go, crawfish. The crawfish we just got is right here. This is the specialty Finnish crawfish. So this is a local variety. However, they are very expensive. So what most Finnish people do is they go to the supermarket and get a frozen box of Spanish ones. So there you go, perfect. So in this specific case, I will have the pleasure of trying both of them out and seeing which one is more worth it. This whole thing, actually not bad, is 9 euros. This 37. What's really cool, I'm used to kind of crawfish boils. In this case, you're actually gonna grab
the really red ones are Spanish and the other ones are Finnish.
a whole bunch of crawfish, peel them, and then you're gonna put them on toast. So let's do it quickly. Let's peel a whole bunch. You twist. I think I twisted it the wrong way. Oh God, okay, I fucked that up. Okay. I kind of screwed that up, but luckily the shell is not too hard, so you can still kind of crunch on it. And what you get immediately is just a salty kind of dill burst. Oh, it's like seafoody dill. It's delicious. We're gonna suck the brains out.
I just don't know if I could do it. Like, with all the shells and all that, I don't know.
Whoa, oh, that's salty. Damn, okay. So that'll be the first one. And then I shall repeat this about 5 more times. So I think I've gone through 5 crawfish, and finally I have my 5 little gems of goodness. You have a choice between either butter or aioli. I'm gonna go with aioli, just because for me, I'm always a kind of mayo with shrimp kind of person. I'm gonna put the Finnish ones on there first. So let's see what the difference is between the local shrimpies and then the foreign shrimpies. Now, these ones are definitely a little bit darker. Oh, look at that, perfect. And then we're gonna decorate it with a little bit of this dill. All right, and let's hit it up with some lemon. Oh, yes, perfect. And you know what would happen if a crow came and stole this, right? It would be called crawfish. Very bad joke. Okay, perfect. So
terrible.
Here we go. Let's try the Finnish ones first. Oh, okay. Right away, the lemon. That mayo is really good. Just the combination, the sweetness of those crawfish, just a super vibrant lemony bite. Okay, let's go for the Spanish one. They both taste fairly similar. It just tastes really Scandinavian, and I love it. Just all those toppings and the dill, of course. This is also fresh dill from the garden that we were just at. Big thanks to Raphael for that dill, of course. But you know what? I'm gonna kind of deviate a little bit. I really want to try the difference between the two. So let's try the Spanish one, just by itself. They're both very different. The unique thing about the Finnish one is that it was marinated in that kind of dill liquid, which is very briny, very salty. So you get some extra salty flavor and you really don't need any seasoning. Whereas the Spanish one is just fairly pure. You can tell the difference too, the difference in sizes. Look at that. I mean, just, this is the Spanish one on your left. And then this will be the Finnish one on the right. The Finnish one is just way bigger, way juicier, and then just much more salty. But yeah, I think I'm gonna choose the Finnish one just because it's fatter, it's more juicy, and it's really delicious. But pretty impressed with these frozen Spanish ones. They're fairly good quality.
Yeah, I mean,
and for €9, I think that's a really good steal. So cool.
If you're gonna get all those for €9, and then the Finnish ones cost like triple the price, I think it's safe to get the Spanish ones, I must say.
Well, even though it is very low-key to just try these this crawfish delicacy, and also very lucky to have been able to be here at the time in Finland where you could try the local crawfish, and it's super delicious. I didn't even know this was a thing in Finland, so super cool. But yeah, I'm gonna devour these. I'm gonna de-shell some other ones, and I want some private moments with these little shrimpies over here, so you leave me alone.
Do you guys eat a lot of seafood in Finland? Is that like your main kind of meat, or is seafood not that big? Like, I mean, you know, you obviously you have crawfish, but is seafood very common? Because in the UK, it depends on where you live. Like, if you live by the coast, you tend to have more fish than if you live in the central part of England and the United Kingdom in general. Let me know in the comment section. Obviously, our national dish is fish. It is fish and chips. It is cod and haddock. But yeah, let me know if you have a lot of fish in Finland. I guess you do. You have a lot of water, don't you? So you probably do.
Our next spot is in the town of Ekenäs. Did I say it right? Hey, perfect. Okay, and we are at a restaurant called Ulp. Okay, perfect. Okay, cool. We're good. Those shorter words are fine. It's the longer stuff that really freaks me out here. This spot specializes in pizza using only local ingredients. So even the tomatoes, I think even the flour, everything being used is from Finland, fresh, and very close to here, which is very unique, very interesting, and something you don't see for Neapolitan style pizza. And this guy is doing his own thing. And what's really cool too is there's a freestyle pizza that you can get where he pretty much just chooses what he wants to put on the pizza and gives it to you. My camera friend over here is gluten-free, so we have one freestyle gluten-free pizza coming, and I will test that out, but also I'm gonna have my own freestyle. Very unique ingredients too, using deer, herring, we've read some other really cool ingredients on there. Hemp oil is another one of them. So yeah, really.
Hemp oil, ooh, that pizza sounds really interesting. I have yet to try deer. But I know it's on my list when I come to Finland and to Sweden. And deer and hemp on a pizza is
I'm really excited to see what shows up on this pizza. Two gorgeous pizzas have shown up. If you look at both of them, you can tell that this one is just way more of like a cracker-like consistency, a little bit darker, very thin, and then this one will have a little bit more puffiness, obviously from the gluten and the baking. Anyways, let's try the gluten-free one first. Now, I'm not a big gluten-free person, but this looks, actually the toppings are really cool. This one will have some smoked lamb, I think, some apples, some kind of pesto on there, cheese, and I think it is tomato based. The smoked lamb is cool. I was hoping for a little bit of meat on some of these, so I'm happy. Oh, let's get this apple back on there. and of course the mozzarella right in the middle. And once again, I have to stress the importance of everything being local and from here. So anyways, I'll look at the bottom. Yeah, a little bit of leopardization, and let's take a bite. Yeah, that crust is really, it's almost like a cracker. The cheese is nice. There's definitely a lot of smokiness going on here, not only from the tomatoes, but I think from that smoked lamb, which is acting almost like bacon. I wasn't sure how the apples were gonna work, but because of the smokiness and saltiness of the lamb, those apples balance it out really nicely. And then the pesto, just a little small herby bite. When I think of like...
That is one fresh looking pizza. That pizza looks like, it looks fresh and looks like they picked the stuff today. That's, wow.
Neapolitan pizza. I think of San Marzano tomatoes from Italy, but that tomato sauce he's created is really nicely balanced and nice acidity to it too. This one will have no tomatoes on it. This one has some blue cheese. I think I have some pumpkin seeds on there, some tomatoes, and I think that...
I don't like blue cheese, so I already just know I wouldn't like that pizza.
That's pretty much it. And I'm trying to think, there was one more thing on there that I can't... Oh, fennel. Yes, there's fennel on here too. Oh yeah, okay. I must say, I'm a fan of gluten. Definitely a little bit more airy. That blue cheese is really not too strong. So it's almost like a creamy blue cheese sauce, and then just those beautiful, vibrant basil bites on there. Fennel is also very, very mild. So it's really like a more mild pizza, less acidity, but I love that cream sauce. Everything that you taste is just so fresh, and I love how you can taste every individual component on this one. And of course, a little bit of crunch from those seeds.
That's probably one of the best looking pizzas I've ever seen. I'm sorry, when he was just like going through it and looking, I'm like, wow, it just looks so fresh. So good. I need to find out where this is and visit just for the pizza.
Oh man, it's easy to take another bite. I just got the kind of blue cheesiness, some extra saltiness, and what I love too is that char from the crust, which is exactly what you want to see on this type of pizza. If you're coming by here, must try it out. It gets pretty busy in summer, but I think in winter you can score a seat fairly quickly. Let's keep on eating, and our last spot will be an iconic joint, probably one of the most iconic restaurants in all of Helsinki and all of Finland, just a legendary spot. So we're gonna go there tomorrow actually.
He's definitely Canadian, you can hear it. Oh wow. It's not just the food, it's the presentation as well. The presentation is immaculate. Wow. Stunning.
And our last destination today is probably one of the places I'm most excited about. We are at Elite Restaurant. And actually, restaurants in Finland are called ravintolas. So when you see that name, you know that it's a restaurant. And normally they'll have some finished dishes. Now this place is iconic in Helsinki. This restaurant dates back to 1932 and has housed some of the most famous artists and musicians in all of...
Did I just say wherever that is? Yeah, so the last restaurant's in Helsinki, but I just don't know whereabouts in Helsinki. But I hope he links all these restaurants in the description, because I'm going to put them on my Google Maps and flag them. You know how you can flag like areas to go to on Google Maps? I don't know if you know you can do that, but I'm going to do that. And let me know in the comments section below if you have any restaurants that you would recommend that I go to when I come to Finland, so I can flag them and choose the best ones out of them.
All of Finland, one of the most famous ones being Tauno Pano, probably one of the most iconic Finnish actors and musicians of his time. Many famous movies, all of which I do not know. Big cinema guru over here. Okay, first two dishes, and these are actually, one of this is just probably the most famous Finnish dish, and then the other one is a little bit more contemporary, but let's start with the soup. So it's called lohikeito. This is pretty much a salmon soup. This
soup I'm obsessed with. I've already watched a video on this soup, but Every time I see it, I'm like, I can taste it and know it's good.
So very creamy, very simple, lots of potatoes, and then look at just the kind of epic creaminess of the salmon there. Look at that giant chunk of salmon right there. And we're gonna put it right into the bowl. And you can smell the dill, it's absolutely stunning. Just super simple, really mild flavors. You can taste the dill. The salmon is just super creamy, very buttery. Nice amount of sweetness too. Okay, let's go into this guy now. This is a little bit more contemporary. This is part of their kind of more modern menu. And this is shaved beef. And then there's some morel cream, some lingonberries, and I think these are like turnip chips. I love how every individual piece of beef has a little porcini cream puff on it. That's just a bite of happiness. Wow. The beef, a little bit darker flavored, very, very tender. Porcini cream is just outstanding, earthy. The lingonberry, it's really hard to describe what the lingonberry is, but fresh like that, it's almost like cedary slash like acidic. And of course there's a little turnip chip on there, which adds a little bit of texture too.
This restaurant looks fancy. The presentation looks great. Very fancy.
If you're ever coming to Finland, try anything with mushrooms because it is a mushroom paradise. There are literally mushrooms growing everywhere. The food type and the other types, if you know what I'm saying. I didn't do that today though. Got a flight to take. Our main courses are now here, and these are two very unique homey dishes. We're gonna start off with what's called the vorschmack. We have this kind of really minced herring, the super velvety mashed potatoes, and apparently you don't eat this with bread. You just kind of eat it as is. So I'm gonna take kind of a little, it's almost like a herring pudding. Look at the interior too. The color is really funky, so I'm gonna try to find out what the other ingredients are in this. Some mashed potatoes, okay. Some of that, and a couple of pickles there. Let's just kind of mush it up a little bit. There you go, and that's what we're looking at here.
It looks a bit mushy. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I will try it, and I'm sure it's very nice, but it looks like baby food. Just because it's all mushy. But I'm sure it's delicious. Let's see what he thinks.
Okay. A little bit briny, fairly salty. Really, that mashed potato and the other ingredients kind of calm it down a little bit because by itself it would be fairly salty. The herring itself is just very ground up. And the pickle is a really nice touch. I almost feel like it would go well with bread though. So maybe off camera, I might sneak it onto some bread. This is the next dish over here. Now, my person holding the camera right now is a real Finnish person, and he also has a real Finnish girlfriend who says that this is her grandma's favorite dish to make. This is literally pork belly, stewed for a very long time. You have some beef.
Pork belly is delicious. In any, I can't see pork belly not, like, pork belly is always going to taste nice regardless of what it's in. So I just know it's going to be nice, if that makes sense. Like, I've had pork belly the Asian style of a pork belly, the British way. I've had pork belly the Caribbean way, and pork belly is just delicious regardless of how you make it. So
beetroot and of course some roasted potatoes. Oh, look at that. As soon as you touch it with your fork, it just has no resistance. That's gonna be some very, very tender pork belly. Oh man, okay. That just completely melts in your mouth. Really not that seasoned, almost no salt on there. The gravy is very, very mild. So yeah, I think it needs a bit of potato. Do the potato there. And then maybe, you know what? I think it does need a pickle. Oh yeah. Once again, in love with the texture of the pork belly. And again, those pickles are just great. It seems to be kind of like a theme, or kind of more mild ingredients that are then just accentuated by the pickle.
Hi guys, Steph expat eats here in Helsinki, Finland. It's in the market, and I wasn't really planning to film here. However, I did see one thing I thought I should try out. This is bear. Looks like normal meat. And
Bear?
Yeah, anyways. Let's
Wait. Did he say bear? As in a bear? What?
let's eat some bear.
Did he say bear?
You know what? It almost tastes like pork, but way darker. And I guess there's
Bear and moose and reindeer. Wow. Wow. It's actually bear.
a little bit of acidity from those little berries on there. Overall,
Wait, how much was it? €6.
I guess there's a little bit of acidity from those little berries on there. Overall, pretty meaty, not that gamey, and honestly, it's not that bad. Not so grizzly at all.
Not so grizzly. I appreciate that it's in English. Oh.
What is lamprey, Jesse?
It's called nakiainen in Finnish, but that's pretty much all I know.
Okay, I've heard this is. I'll look it up after I eat it, but this is it. Very appetizing, kind of dried out, and the lady
Is it
gave us
fish?
some weird looks. So I'm assuming this is meant to be eaten like this. Are you sure?
Whole thing, yeah,
Whole thing?
whole thing.
The head.
Yeah.
Sure, let's
Just go ahead.
It's an acquired taste.
What is it?
It's like smoky, very briny, extremely
Why did it look like a fish, like an eel or something?
salty, and also very irony. I feel like I bit into the head, so there's little crunchy bits, which a little bit off-putting. That bitterness actually came from the head part. I think I ate the liver. A fun fact about lamprey, by the way, they are a freshwater kind of eel that loves to bite into other.
I knew it was an eel. I just knew it was an eel.
By the way, they are a freshwater kind of eel that loves to bite into other fish and then suck their blood. Actually, if you look at the picture of a lamprey too, what a cutie. Try the.
Absolutely not. I couldn't. I just couldn't. I wouldn't be able to eat that. It's an eel that eats other fish and sucks their blood out, and it looks like that. Did you see the picture of it? Did you see that?
Actually, if you look at the picture of a lamprey too.
How could you eat that? No. I couldn't.
What a cutie. Try the more, or let's try the headless part, the part that's more in the body. Okay. That's much better. Overall, about a 4 out of 10. Actually, no. Head 2 out of 10, body 6 out of 10. Kind of like me. I guess to get rid of the taste of the lamprey face, we got something a little bit sweeter. This is called a... What's it called?
Runebergin torttu.
Runebergin torttu.
Very good.
I'm getting there. This pastry is actually named after a poet. What's his name?
Johan Ludvig Runeberg.
That guy.
Johan Ludvig Runeberg.
Yeah, anyways, so what's really cool, it almost feels like a rum baba. And then on top, I think it's some
nice.
raspberry and a little bit of something else. But yeah, I still have the lamprey face taste in my mouth. This will be a nice chaser to that, so let's go. Oh yeah, I like this a lot. It is literally like a super moist rum baba. Unlike most rum baba, which honestly is a dessert for alcoholics, this one actually doesn't have that much rum flavor to it. So just a little bit of rum, and that's
I knew he was from Canada, Vancouver.
good because it's actually no, I was gonna say it's the morning. It's like 3 p.m. It's still morning for me. Anyways, oh yeah, that's really good, really addictive.
That looks very, very, very delicious. Go support him. He seems really nice. Stephen Eats. Eating food in Vancouver. Yeah, he's from Canada. I thought so. That last eel, I don't think I would try the eel. I'm just going to be honest. But I would try the bear. Bear looks delicious. Wow. Helsinki really has some great places to eat. I am going to save this video and I'm going to try and get to as many places in this video as possible and try as many of those dishes because they look really great. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Until the next one, I will see you very soon.